Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you an Adriana Lima makeup tutorial. I love her. She's so pretty and every time she does her makeup, her skin looks flawless. And I saw on Pinterest, I was minding my own business and this image popped up, so it should be somewhere on the screen. And I died. I love it. It's perfect for summer and I know that everyone's really into right now, like the orangey, yellow, pink, shades right now for the moment, so that's why I wanted to do this specific look because it's very glam, but it's very natural. So if you want to see that, then keep watching. Everything I'm going to be using is all drugstore products because I want this to be an affordable makeup look. So the first thing I will be using is a SPF, so you can use whatever SPF you like. This one's just by Neutrogena. It's just a sunscreen, like a sunscreen you wear to go to the pool or something. Just putting this everywhere. Now I'm going to be using a e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer, and it looks like this. And I really like this product because I have really large pores, so using this product really minimizes them, and it's cheap. So I'm just putting this all on my T-zone, everywhere I need it. For foundation, I'm going to be using a drugstore product, L'Oreal Paris The Infallible 24 Hour, and I'm in the shade 430. I really like this. It's medium to full coverage, and I just put a few pumps on the back of my hand. And I'm using this brush I got on Amazon. It's a BS small flat brush, and I'm actually pretty impressed by it. I like it. It gets the job done. That's pretty full coverage, or medium coverage anyway right now. I'm only putting on a light layer because I'm gonna put on these little sheets. So it's gonna come off anyway if I do anything. Okay, eyebrows. So I'm going to be using a spoolie by e.l.f. and I'm just gonna fan out my brows like I always do. And I actually have a full eyebrow tutorial on my channel. I'll link it in the description box so you can see exactly how I do that. I'm just gonna speed up and run through this process so you can watch that. To prime my eyelids, I'm going to be using the Instant Age Rewind by Maybelline. And this is in the shade 120, but I'm just putting like a dot on each eye. And then I'm just going to blend that out. The first eyeshadow palette that we will be using is by Morphe, and it looks like this, and this is in 9A, and these are the shades that we're going to be using. So the first shade that we're actually going to use is, it's called Myself, and it looks like this shade right here. And then the second shade is going to be Aware, and I'm going to mix these two. I'm going to be putting on these little stickers under my eyes because this will have a lot of fallout at an angle right under my eyelash, like that. The next product I'll be using is by L'Oreal, and this is actually a blush, and it looks like this. And it's a peachy, orangey kind of color. And I'm putting this on my crease. And I'll be going back into the Morphe palette, and I'm going to be using the shade Taken, and it looks like this right here. I'm putting this on my crease area, well, not my crease, but near my crease, but mainly on the outer corner of my eyelid. And I'm tapping, putting this on. I'm just going to blend that out just along the corner. I'm not taking it towards my crease. Okay, so then once it looks like this, I don't want to make it too dramatic. So for my brow bone area, it's really high, but in the picture she also has her eyeshadow kind of going very high. I'm just going to use a like champagne skin tone color. This is by Kiko, and I'm just going to use an eye defining brush by e.l.f. and put that under my brow bone. I'm going back to the Morphe palette and I'm going to be using the shade Surprise right here. It's a very shimmery color with bronzy undertones. And I'm just packing this on like a flat brush and putting this in the inner corner. And I'm just going back with my brush, dark one. But I didn't put any product on it, I'm just using what's left over and I'm blending it out. I'm going to go back in with the shade Surprise right here, and I'm going to put that on the outer corners of my eyebrow, like this section. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Storm right here, and it's just a black shade. Next thing I'm going to be doing is getting the same shade again, Storm, just the black, and I'm using a flat brush like this, and I'm going to make a winged line. I just like to do that at first just so I can have a base on where I'm going to put my liquid liner, and the liquid liner that I will be using after is by Maybelline, and it's the Master Precise All Day, and this is in the shade Black. I'm going to put on my false lashes first. These are by Ardell, and they look like that. And they're in the natural one. And then I'm going to be using the liner after. And I'm going to be using the dual lash glue, and this one's just in black, so it dries pretty black. For mascara, I'm using my ultimate favorite by Maybelline, the Colossal Volume Express, and I'm just going to put that where I have my lashes. They're very natural, but they're very voluminous in person, the false lashes that I put on in natural. And the reason why I chose that was because in the photo that I saw, she did not have like bold lashes, wispy lashes, so that's why I chose a more natural vibe. But I'm going to just put a little more just because I want to. Next, I'm going to be using a black eyeliner. This one is from MAC, and this is in the shade Smolder. And I'm just going to tightline my eye. I'm just going to go back in with Storm in the palette, the dark one, the black. And I'm taking that on my lash line just to make it extra smoky. Now the fun part is taking this out, and we're gonna smooth out, this section when we peel it off because it's gonna be very sharp, and that's not really what I want. So, and we're gonna clean up under here with concealer, etc. But a lot of fallout. The way how I'm going to clean this up is I'm getting a Q-tip, and I'm just getting all the areas that I don't want to be so smooth, like so sharp. Kind of just smudging it. So these are the eyes. And for foundation, I'm going to go back in again with the same foundation because I feel like it took everything that we just did under our eyes off. So I'm putting a few more pumps back, and I'm using the same brush. Don't worry, we're going to still clean this area up, but I'm going to use concealer to do that. But to be fair, she did have a very sharp edge in her photos, so... Okay, for concealer, I'm going to be using the Instant Age Rewind Dark Eraser by Maybelline, and it's such full coverage. I really love this, and I'm in the shade 120. And it's so soft. It feels like a little pillow under your eyes. I love that. And I'm going to go in with a foundation brush. I feel like I have more control when I put my finger on it like that. So I already went ahead and used the e.l.f. HD powder, and just a baking powder so that way my concealer can set, and I'm just putting this again everywhere under my eye because I don't want my concealer to move. So I'm just going to keep doing that until I get the consistency of it that I like it to be. And then I'm taking it on the middle of my nose, on my forehead. And the reason why is because when you look at her skin in this photo, she always has glowy cheeks, but the middle of your face is what people look at, and that's usually the part that you want it to be smooth. So that's why I'm putting it and I'm focusing on the powder on my T-zone, my under eye, and my chin. And then the glowy parts I want on the side. Now that I'm going to let this set, I'm going to use my powder, my face powder by Alamo that I've been using forever. And this is in the shade light medium, and I'm just putting this actually over what we just did, and it kind of takes out the baking process. For bronzer, this is actually really messy. I'm going to be using a cream contour, and I'm going to put this just on the sides of my face right here. This one is by Wet n Wild, and then I'm putting it here. Put it under my chin, and there. And then I'm going to be using an e.l.f. Contouring brush to buff it in. I'm going to be using a powdered bronzer now to go over the cream contour that we just did, and this is by Physicians Formula, the Butter Bronzer. And then just to blend out everything of my bronzer, I'm just going to go back in with my powder and blend that out because it's looking real brown. Okay, so then once I am at this point, I'm going to be going back in with the True Match blush that we used earlier in our crease, and I'm going to be putting this on my cheeks. And I'm going to be using a blush brush. I don't know why that was hard for me to say. For highlighter, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Golden Flower Crown, and it looks like that. It's just a very shimmery champagne rose kind of color. Taking it in the middle of my nose, and then on my Cupid's bow. Hopefully you can see it, it's very shimmery right now. Next I'm going to be using a NYX lip liner, and it's just like a peach kind of color. And I'm just going to overdraw my lips. Now that I lip lined my lips, I'm going to go ahead and use the CoverGirl matte lipstick, liquid lipstick, and this one's in the shade Champagne Showers. The last product I'm going to be using is by e.l.f., and then this is just the lip plumping lip gloss, and I'm only going to focus that in the center of my lip. She didn't look like she had a gloss on, but I cannot stand matte lips. I like moisturizing lipstick, so I'm just gonna pat it so that the lip gloss goes all around, and that way it has a shine just like how she had the shine in her picture. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a really good time making it. I love this makeup look. It's very perfect for summer 2019, the trend that has been happening with the yellow, gold, and orange theme, you know? and it's very easy. I use all drugstore products, so this is very doable. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram and turn on the notifications for my videos. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.